fundamental rules of laughter.
Monsters Incorporated!
Carefully matching every child to their ideal monster to produce superior laughter, refined into clean, dependable energy. Every time you turn something on, Monsters Incorporated is there.
I'm Monsters Incorporated.
Monsters, Inc. is a movie about scaring people, so it's only fitting that when it came time to make the Monsters, Inc. game, they made something that would scare people. I mean, I was fucking mortified. This is the worst video game I've played in hours. I have to play a lot of bad video games. It's Monsters, Inc. Scream Arena for the Nintendo GameCube.
Cut! Cut! Very funny. Okay, very funny.
It's not often you see that name associated with anything that sucks, but hey, leave it to the gaming industry to fix that. The company that published this piece of crap is no longer in business. Funny how that works. Monsters, Inc. Scream Arena released to awful reviews. It's a piece of crap. Like it's people who don't know any better who buy these games. But if I spend any amount of money on this, I don't know. I think probably someone would have to die. So this is just the worst kind of movie game, in that you can tell it was put together for very little money, with very little time, and very little thought. Scream Arena is just a commercial on a disc, and that sucks because movie games can be a lot more than that. Not this one though. It's basically a dodgeball game without the Cold War attitudes and cultural insensitivity and quality. Super Dodgeball may have been racist, but at least it was fun. Actually, this is more like a dodgeball minigame collection thing. You have 13 characters from the movie, and you have 7 arenas. And within those arenas, you have 5 different games. And by different, I mean identical. They're identical games. So in reality, you're just doing the same thing over and over. Meanwhile, the game pretends you don't notice. So really, this whole thing's just a big lie. It's all a charade.
Rolling for monsters!
What? What the?
So, again, each arena has its own individual games. Complete all the games, you move on to the next arena. Of course, once you get to the second arena, and you see that the games are just the same ones from the first arena, you start to lose any tolerance you might have had for everything else that's shitty about this game. And believe me, that's a lot.
No!
So what are the games? Well, one has you playing dodgeball with other monsters and trying to get the most points, and a totally different one has you playing dodgeball with other monsters. See, that's almost nothing like the first one. And hey, then there's another game where you play dodgeball with other monsters and see who can hold onto their balls the longest. This whole game's about balls, which is fitting, because it sucks balls.
Too easy.
So, not much in the way of content. Just the same handful of dodgeball minigames, repeating themselves with different backgrounds. And I guess that'd be fine if the game were fun, but it's not. It's simple and accessible enough, and it controls alright, but it's also painfully boring. There's almost nothing I wouldn't choose to do over playing this game. I'd clip my toenails, buy new towels, get the mail. I'd rather walk downstairs and get the mail than play this game. The game doesn't look much better. The animations are just awful. And the choppy frame rate doesn't help. It's like Monsters, Inc. done in stop motion. Actually, that would be awesome. This sucks. Anyway, it's the same story with the music and sound, too. You get some samples from the movie, but I don't know. After 5 minutes, you mute this crap and you turn on Slayer. After 10 minutes, you want to dismantle your GameCube. Piece by piece!
Oh! Oh!
On the plus side, it supports 4 players, and even Misery is better with friends. You can also unlock movie clips. And again, you can also just, watch the movie and spare yourself the crappy dodgeball game. This whole game feels like it should be a mini game in a much larger game. But it's not. It's just, this is it. This is the whole game. There's nothing scarier than that. It's Monsters, Inc. Scream Arena for the Nintendo GameCube.
Who threw that? I demand to know who threw that! Ah! Oh, yeah, that was it.